Hey, what's up? I'm Christoph Kindred. Join me in today's video where I'm going to attempt to get this old combine ready to have its feeder house switched out. Which could be interesting since this is all new to me.
I don't know what I'm doing. I have never done this before and I don't know a lot about it. How in the hell does that work? I don't know what I'm doing.
Let's see how far I can get.
So I decided to take a little bit of a mental health day yesterday, and it looks like Gary was busy while I was gone here. We moved that other combine out, and he pulled all this stuff out. He moved this stuff around over here, and on top of that, he pulled the feeder house off of that combine. And there it is. Despite being ugly and rusty looking, this is actually in decent shape. That's the combine that came out of the shop that's been sitting there for forever, and eventually that feeder house will go on this machine. We've never run this machine. This was a scrap machine, and it turns out there are a lot of parts on it are actually in better shape than the ones we have. The tires on this one are absolute crap though. They're worn. Hell, they don't even match.
Now, I knew the corn wasn't ready, but I wanted to test a little to get a feel for how far along it was. Usually, when I test corn, I try to pick 2 ears that are pointing upward and 2 that are pointing downward, and then mix the kernels to get a sort of average. Generally, the ears pointing downward will be drier, but for some reason, the variety that we planted this year had 99% down ears, despite being wet still.
I think it's just a variety of corn that we have planted this year, but trying to find an ear that is up is difficult. The majority of them are pointing down. This one is up and it's a crappy little ear. Something got into it. Got issues. This little nubby guy. We'll test them and see where they're at anyway. Cobs are still wet, I can feel them. One more corner. Yeah, good enough. Coming down. That top one is the corn, so we're at 23.5% moisture. It's gonna be kind of a big day today. We got these combines all positioned to switch feeder houses on. We pulled feeder house off of that one over there, which is laying right there. This one is going to come off of this machine, and that one is going to go on it. I don't think it'll be a huge big deal. I have never done this before and I don't know a lot about it. These belts need to come off, that one and that inner one, so those can be removed, and then this piece right here that long piece needs to come off.
This feeder house project has been something that's been on our minds for years, and like a lot of projects, it's mainly about having the time and space to do it. A problem with working on these big machines is that once you start a project, that machine is in the way until it's finished. And if you're waiting on back-ordered or difficult to find parts, you're kind of stuck.
I'm not 100% even sure what that goes to. We better look before you start yanking stuff, huh? I gotta take those hydraulic lines off there. One there and one there. Interesting. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Greasy, get a grip on him. Loose. Get up, come on. There. There we go. One thing that does kind of suck about working on this machine is that all the hydraulics have settled, so there's no clearance. Like usually I'd be able to walk under the stairs without ducking, but it's about, I don't know, It's down about 8 inches lower than it should be, so you got a duck in here. Hey, how you doing? Lift this off here. Come on, hoses. Come too. Oh, shit. Oh, Brad. Ah, crap. I spoke too soon. Okay, that one will go through. That one. Come on. Get it. Come on. Don't mess with that. This is heavy. Ugh. What a oily, greasy mess. Ick. Is that going to go through there? Maybe that chain in there. Oh, come on. You're really going to... Oh, for stupid. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Damn it. Okay, fine. Got it kind of apart. Why won't it come off? Hey. God, Jesus. 2 nuts on there. Now, how in the hell does that work? Oh, I grabbed the wrong wrench. See, it's just this bracket. Oh, now it slips out. Fine. Whatever. It's out. We bought this machine as a parts machine. It went up for auction and no one would buy it. So I think we paid like, I don't know, $500 for it, something like that. The engine in it is solid. It's all, I got all these weird things, like the tires are not only not the same size, they're not the same style at all. This back axle must have busted off. You see this tin damage there, and there's some on the other side. And these spindles, which you might remember I broke one last year, like that. Holy shit! Oh my God. Look at that. Jesus. What a mess. See how that one's just a nice curve. This one's beefier and angled, like a 90-degree angle deal. Kinda, so those, the tires match, but the spindles are beat to hell. And like this gate in here is pretty new. We kind of think they either backed it into a ditch and broke a bunch of stuff, or it got hit by a car. I don't know what would do that much damage. I kind of wonder if the back end didn't get hit in an accident, like on the crossing the highway or something. If someone didn't hit it, and then they just cobbled a bunch of stuff to get it, put it on there so they could move it and sell it. For $500, it's got thousands of dollars worth of parts on it, so it was a good deal. But actually, since the engine's strong, we're gonna go ahead and try and fix it up and run it. Now that that's off, this tensioner is pretty loose, and I should be able to just slip that belt up and over. There we go. Ta-da! Okay, that's off. Now we got to get that one off. I think we can just roll it, push that out of the way, and then just slide it up over the top like we did with the other one. The proper way to do this is this is the spring that puts tension on this. It moves up and down. I can't really do it from this angle, but that spring, there we go, you can see it moving. When I pull the belt, moves that. That's a really long bolt, and I honestly don't feel like cranking that nut down that much. I'm tempted to just put something in there and just roll it off the sprocket, or off the wheel. I was gonna try and jam this bar in there and roll it off, but it seems a little bit too tight to be messing with, and I can't really get in there very well, so we'll have to do it the proper way, I suppose. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a caterpillar. I love this wrench. Check this out. Kmart. A Kmart wrench. This thing's been on the farm since the 70s. It still works. I mean, it's a wrench. It's a wrench. The fact that we're still using this 3/4 inch Kmart wrench from God only knows where, that's kind of funny. We can get one in there, but I don't know if we can get both wrenches in there. Incredibly annoying because I can only turn like 1/8 of a turn at a time. I need a stubby wrench. All right, you don't need to see this whole thing. This is gonna take forever. You got it loose enough that if I pull this, push this, I guess, it should just ride off there. I'm hoping. It's probably gonna make a lot of noise though. Let's not stick our fingers in there. Let's stick this in there. There it goes. There we go. Well, one nice thing about this machine, if we do get it going, I'm pretty sure the side hill actually works on this one. I mean, it works on our other ones, but it's all manual, so they kind of half work. Okay, I'm looking at my machine here. See that, how we dropped that on the other. I think we have to basically hammer this out, but it's bolted in at the bottom there. But I'm not positive. I assume you just take that bolt out and pound that out, and then there's probably one on the other, obviously one on the other side, and then take the lift cylinders off, which is really easy to do.
I got pretty much everything ready that I could, and then we got sidetracked by a busy weekend. Really all we need to do now is just prop up the feeder house and back the combine away, then pull up to the other one. But that will have to wait, because the corn is drying quicker than we thought. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to do the thing with the buttons down below, and I'll see you Saturday.
That's what happens when you grease in the dark. Oops.